Hi everyone, my name is João Leite and welcome back to another Data in the Wild episode hosted by Data Meaning. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel below and click the bell to turn on notifications to be the first to know every time we upload a new video. Hello everyone, today we are going to see the second part of Regex in Alteryx Designer. In the last video we saw what was Regex, the common symbols, and also the parse method. Today we are going to see the replace, the tokenize and match methods. The replace method is useful for rearranging data and does not create additional columns. So I have here the example from the last video, and let's say that I want to change how my address is being shown. I want the street name to be first, followed by the street number, the address number, and the zip9 code last. I can use a regex here with the replace method to change how my data is being shown. So I have the same regular expression from the last video where I group my first 4 digits, a spacebar, then a combination of letters and digits, then another spacebar, then a combination of 3 characters, a spacebar, and 3 characters. If I check down here in the replace method, I have the replacement text. Here I will write how the data is going to be shown, or just a simple character or set of strings that will be replaced. If I click on the plus sign, I can see how many groups I have and also some additional characters I can use. Here my street address is the second group, so I add the street address, the street number, and finally the zip9 code. If I check the results here and run the workflow, you can see that now I rearranged my data without changing anything relevant inside it. I can also use the replace method to fix multiple spacebars inside a text file. So in this example you can see that there are a lot of spaces and that they're not regular. So we have some spaces here, we have more here, less here. What I can do is use the regex replace to search 2 or more spacebars and then just replace it for a symbol or delimiter. Then using the text to columns tool I can break down it into columns. So here you can see that I replaced the spacebars with a delimiter. Now I have the data formatted. Now for the tokenize tool. Inside the tokenize tool I can split patterns into rows or columns, and it's very similar to the text to columns and also sometimes to the parse method. So in this example here, let's say I want to do the same thing we did in the last video. I want to break down the name into different columns. So the title, the first name, the middle initial and the last name will be in different columns. Now inside my regex, what I did was change the output method to tokenize, split to 4 columns, and in my regular expression I'm searching for everything in a set that is not a spacebar, and then a combination of these or more. What this does is that every time I find a spacebar here, this group will be broken down into a column. If I check my results, you'll see that I have everything broken down here. As I said in the last video, Tokenize is also useful for web scraping. So let's say I have this website. I'm going to show it. This is the page I have. Now I want the information from those links here. There are 6 links. I want to get them. Instead of coming here and copying the links, I just want to get them from Alteryx. So I have the URL here. I use the download tool for the URL, and then I have the regex in the tokenize method. Now, how do I know what do I have to search here? Let's go back to the website, right click one of the buttons and click inspect. Inside this panel I can see that this is the link I want. So I'm going to copy it, go back to Alteryx and paste it inside here. Now I don't want Spark as this changes between the numbers or the buttons sometimes. In this case they're the same, but let's just erase it. The beginning is the same for everything, and this link will change, and this is what I want. So I'm going to group it, then I'm going to get any character, 0 or more, and match as few as possible. So this will give me, I split two rows here, this will give me the links inside the website. So you can see I have 6 links here, and inside here I have 6 buttons. Now for the match, it will find string pattern inside your text and return true or false. It's similar to a contains formula, but you can find patterns. So in this example here, I have again my addresses, and let's say I want to find everything that has only 3 numbers. Let's say that the standard is 4 numbers, and this one was going to be out of the standard database or something like that. So here in my Regex function, I can come to the address column and then search for everything that has 3 digits, a spacebar, and everything else. Then I use the match method, name a column here, and in the results I can see that this is true. Now, one thing important about the match method is that I have to specify the whole sentence, the whole expression inside here. If I just type here the 3 digits and run the workflow, you can see that this is now false instead of true. And why is that? The match method analyzes the whole sentence. So I have to specify everything that is inside my sentence in order to find what I want. If I had some text before the numbers here, I could just put here anything, 0 or more, and then the same thing would work. It would work normally like it's working here. So it all depends on what you're doing. Match methods are always used in registration forms, like for example when you type in a phone number and it automatically defines the standard or the pattern it wants. So in this example, let's say I want 9 digits, and they can be inside parentheses, they can be outside, the last 6 digits can be together, everything can be together. I can have a dash between the last 6 digits, but I can't have more than 9 digits, less than 9 digits, and dashes in the wrong places. How can I check if this is correct? I can use the match method and then a regular expression. Here the expression I have made is divided into 2 parts. So this is the OR expression here, the OR token. So the first part checks if I have parentheses, then 3 digits inside it, and then a combination of spaces and dashes and digits. The second part here will check if I have digits and spaces or not, and 3 times this combination. This will make sure that I have all of those acceptable numbers and not the non-acceptable numbers. If I check my results here, you'll see that the numbers that I accept are true and the numbers that I did not accept are false. So that's it for Regex in Alteryx Designer. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to know when future videos are posted. Thank you for watching.